Hi there, welcome to another Divi 5 video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got a great video for you today. We got 17 graphs and charts for Divi, and it's an absolutely free download. I'm going to show you how to download, unzip, import, install, and customize to your needs. Really easy to do, and there's some lovely little graphs there too. If you hang out till the end of the video, I'll show you how you can animate this thing too. Very easy. If I refresh this page, you'll see that I've got each graph there. It's rolling up to its regular height at a different level. Nice little animation. I'll show you that one more time. Starting off down at the bottom there, rolling up to their regular heights and taking different times for each of them. Really easy to do. Like I say at the end of the video, if you want to animate your graphs, I'll show you how. So let's get started. I'm going to close this page out. I'll put this URL down below the video. Once you navigate it, obviously have a look around, but if you roll down just a little bit, it's got a table of contents. First one is preview. If you click on it, it's going to take you to a preview of the graphs and charts here. There's the one I used. Now, as we mentioned, there's 17 of them. To download them, if you go back up to that table of contents up here, hit download 17 graphs and charts for Divi 5. It'll take you straight down here. Now, when you get down here initially, it may ask you to put your email address in there. I'm already logged into my account. Once you put your email in there, they won't spam you or anything. It just logs you in. You can download the files. This button will appear. Just left click on it, and it'll download the files to your default download location. Once downloaded, navigate to where you downloaded them, usually your default downloads folder. It's going to download it as a zip file, so you're going to need to unzip it. To unzip it, right click. I'm going to hit extract here, so it extracts them to this folder. And there it is. It presents you with a little folder called styled there. If we double click on that, inside, you're going to find all your JSON files here. And there's actually 18 of them. The last one says all. If you import this one, it'll import all layouts for you. Great, so how do we use it? We'll go back to your Divi dashboard. Remember, these are for Divi 5 theme. Once at the dashboard, we're going to go down to Divi. We're going to go down to Divi library. And there's the one I imported before. Let's trash that. And we'll re-import. To import a file, we need to go up to import and export. We want to import, so I'm going to click on the import tab here. I'm simply going to drag my file to where it says no file selected there and hit import Divi builder layout, or you can hit choose files and browse to the location that way. I've already got my folder open with that file in it right here. Again, let's use that number 12. I'm going to left click on it. I'm going to drag it over. I'm going to release it where it says no file selected. As you can see, it's in there now. I'm going to import Divi builder layouts. I'm going to leave import presets unchecked. It'll load it pretty quick because it's a pretty small file. Then it'll reload our page for us. Once that page reloads, there it is again right there. Fantastic. Now, if we look over here, it's telling us it's a section. It's not a module. It's not a whole page layout, or it's not a row. It's a section. So we can add it to any page as a section or start a new page, however you want to use yours. So I've got our page open here. Let's go up here. We'll delete this and we'll start from scratch. So basically, we've got a new Divi page here. It puts in a blank section for us here. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to add our section from library. Little blue button there to add a new section. I'm going to hit add from library. And there they are, styled graphs and charts section. So left click on that one. I'm going to hit use this section. And it's very quick to install. And there we have it. It's done it. Let's get rid of this blank section at the top. We don't need that. And obviously you can edit like any other Divi layout. At the top here, we've got a title. You can go in there. It's a heading module. Change anything you want under content there. Under the design, the actual heading text itself, you can change the font or size and style of it. Or if you don't want it at all, of course, you can just delete that row. Green tab for a row. I'm going to delete that. Then we've got our little charts down below. And if we look at this row, they've aligned it as a grid. So if I click on the green tab again for the row, we go to layout, they've got it set up as a grid. You've got no horizontal or vertical gaps, so we've got no gaps between our modules, or bottom and top. We're using equal width columns. Number of columns we got is 4. And I'll show you how to add another column in a moment. Now what about our graph items themselves? They're actually group modules, grey tab right here. If I click on one, you can see it's a group module. And it's actually empty. You look in elements, there's nothing there. It's just a group module that's been given a particular height. And the background color, obviously, is the background here. If you wanted to link this to somewhere, you could by putting a link in here. I'm happy with the way it is. Now the way they've set the height, it's pretty cool. They've got the background, they've got the color. What they've done, they've gone to design and sizing. And if we go down to height, they've used a percentage here, which actually matches the number they got there. 9.2 thousand. They put 92%. So it's going to go to 92% of the height of the available space there. And if I click on this one, you'll see they've done exactly the same for this one, but 33%, 57%, 71%. So you can adjust the height doing that, and I'll show you exactly how. Let's add a new one just for fun. To do that, we're going to go into the row tab, back where we were just now in the actual layout. I'm going to flip it from 4 to 5, but we actually physically need to add the column. So still in the row, I'm going to go to the content. Under elements, you'll see it's got 4. If I just clone one of these rows, it's going to have what's ever in the row in it too. So let's do that, but it'll appear on the end. There it is. We've now got a new item. Let's give it a different background color perhaps. And we'll give it a different height. Let's make it in the 40s or something. 48%, how does that sound? We've already got the percentage selected there. And we just need to change this value here. Little module. It's a heading module again. Value will always be in the content under the text. 7.1. We decided it was 4.8, didn't we? Because we put it 48% in height. And of course, you can change the title here to whatever you want. Very easy to do. So let's get rid of this now. And we'll get rid of that row. We'll put it back to how it was. Back in the row itself, the content, elements. We can just delete this last column here. And in the design, layout, we know exactly what to do. We can flip it back to 4 columns. Perfect. Just to make sure it's going to work. I know I didn't cover this, but I did when we covered the new one. You can go into this module and change those to whatever you need for yours. And of course you can style these up, you can put borders on them, do whatever you want. Same as any other Divi module. Let's make sure this is going to work on the front end. We'll save. And we'll preview on the front end. And there we have it. We've got those nice graphs there. Like I say, you can add more if you need to. Now for anybody that wants to, we can animate these like I showed you earlier very easily just by using a bit of CSS. So if we go back to this page now, let's start on the first one here. I'm going to select the actual module itself. Grey tab right here, the group module. I'll go over to the advanced here, down to CSS. In the freeform CSS, I want to make sure I'm selecting the right module. So all I need to do is write selector, S-E-L-E-C-T-O-R. Then we'll open and close some curly brackets and decide what we want to do. Well, I want to create an animation. Let's say animation. I need to give it a name, so we'll say colon. Let's call it GRW1 perhaps, grow 1. I want it to take, let's say 10 seconds, 10s to grow. Then I'm going to drop down after our last curly bracket there and actually create this animation. We're going to use keyframes for this, so we're going to say at keyframes, K-E-Y-F-R-A-M-E-S. Then the name we gave it, which was GRW1, and that name can be anything you want, GRW1, but it needs to be unique. There can only be one of them on this page. Now we can open and close some more curly brackets. We can drop down and tell it what we want to do with that 10 seconds we've given it. Well, at 0%, basically when the page loads, the beginning of second 1 of our 10 seconds, we can open and close some more curly brackets. I want the actual height to be 0. We could just put a 0 in, but I'm going to go ahead and put in a % sign after it. I'm going to copy from the 0 to the end of the first curly bracket there. Control C. I'm going to drop down one. Just hit the Enter key. I'm going to paste it in there. Control V. 100%, which as I mentioned is the end of second 10 there. I want it to be 92%. 9, 2. Perfect. Let's get rid of that 0 on the end. Great. Now I want it to end up on that last value there. To make sure that's going to happen, I need to add one more line up here. Let's add a semicolon after our 10 seconds there. I'm going to say animation fill mode, animation, dash, no gaps, fill, dash mode, colon at the end. And if I say forward, it's going to end up on that 100%, 92% there. Perfect. I'll throw in a semicolon in case we want to add a bit more. Let's see if this is actually going to work for us. I'm going to save our changes here. Let's go to our little graph here, refresh the page and see what happens. Fantastic. Now we don't have to rewrite any of this for our next ones. I'll show you exactly how we can get those going in a few seconds. I'm literally going to copy all of this from the bottom to the top. Control C. I'm going to click on my next one here, which is the blue one. I'm going to paste it in there. We want this one to be 33%. And I'm going to change our animation name from 1 to 2, or else it's going to be reading our first animation. And also here, make sure you do this. And we'll change the time. Let's make this one, say 5 seconds. And we need it 33% in height. Perfect. Now I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to click on my next one. I'm going to paste the CSS in there. I'm going to call this 3 and 3 and 57. And let's make this, say, 7 seconds. Obviously, adjust yours to taste. You could say 5.7 seconds, 3.3, whatever. I'm just doing this to show you how you can. Let's click on our last one now. Again, I'm going to paste that in there. We're going to make the GRW number 4 there. Make sure you do this, or else it's going to grab the name that you've got there and do it to that height. And it's 7.1 or 71%. And let's maybe have this one 8 seconds. Great, well now we've updated that. Let's save and have another look. See if we need to change anything else on here. I'm going to refresh this page again. And there we have it. Animating in, they're going up to their regular height. Absolutely perfect. Like I say, you can put a link on them if you want to, depending on what you've got going on. Let's see that one more time. Here we have it. Off they go. Perfect. So there you go. There's how to download, import, customize, and also animate one of 17 graphs and charts for Divi 5. Don't forget, this link's down below. Go on down, download, have some fun. They've got some really nice little designs there. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions either about Divi 4 or Divi 5, pop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them for you, or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.